What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund as we head into the final eight of the Club World Cup. And as of recording, it is literally the day of this match itself, and we have already seen Chelsea win. I think Fluminense as well. So they are on the other side of the bracket, and both of those teams will be in the semi-finals, and one of those teams will be in the finals, right? And then for our side, today PSG played Bayern first, and then Real Madrid played Dortmund about 4 hours afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna be on an incredible hate watch, you might want to call it. And I really hope Bayern Munich get the job done because I would rather play Bayern Munich than PSG. But hey, if we have to play PSG, we have to play PSG. But firstly, we need to get the job done. Now, before I get into today's video, this is the first video that I have recorded since this incident. So I don't really want to, at least I really want to just say that, rest in peace to Diogo Jota and his brother. Obviously, very tragic, very sad news in the footballing world. And it's not just as a football fan, but most importantly, as human beings, that understanding that life is not going to be forever, and something like that happens, and you just never get to spend time with your loved ones, your family, and that is the most important part of life. Spending time with your loved ones, your family, your friends. So yeah, incredibly tragic and devastating to hear such a news when it came out. But yeah, I think this news will still be talked about, and it will still hurt many. Of course, I get that, and I think it will still affect a lot of people. I don't think it will be, over with. I don't think people will just forget about it. It will be still a very popular topic in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, once again, condolences to Jota's family, and rest in peace. And yeah, the next part now, as we return to this game, and I do hope that I believe there will be a minute of silence if I'm not wrong, but I do hope that we do that, pay a little bit of a tribute to Jota and his brother. But for this game itself, look, I personally believe that Dortmund are a decent side. They are a decent side. I would have wanted to play Monterrey, of course. Obviously, Sergio Ramos back against Real Madrid. And the worst part is we are being denied that opportunity of Jude versus Jobe. Because Jobe Bellingham got a yellow card against Monterrey, which I believe was his second of the tournament, which means that he is suspended for this game. He won't be able to play against his brother. So no storyline for either Ramos or the Bellingham brothers, but never mind, we shall just move on from that. Dortmund, they are a weird side. I would say they are better than Juventus, but they are also around that same boat, I would say. If you have looked at Dortmund in the past, last season, the season before, obviously they got the Champions League final, but their period of success has been so, occasional. Like, they might have a good season and then they dip off, right? And I don't know what Dortmund's, squad is looking like. I mean, we can have a look at their players, but I don't know how and what to expect from this team. We did play them last season, to be honest. But I think it will be certainly a very different Dortmund team than last season. um, and I think they are still a team that we have to take seriously. Um, but yeah, for me, I think it's not the end of the world in terms of the draw. Um, but I think we cannot underestimate Dortmund. Similar to Juventus, and honestly, I did sort of expect that because Juve, they were really poor against Man City, so we sort of had a little bit of a gauge. With Dortmund, they beat Monterrey in their group. It wasn't exactly the strongest group, to be honest. I believe they had Ulsan, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Fluminense. Um, they did draw against Fluminense and were unable to and unable to score against them. But they also kept the clean sheet against Fluminense, to be fair. And the other two, you would expect Dortmund to win those, and then against Monterrey again, you sort of expect Dortmund to win those. But I suppose you can't really underestimate the South American teams. So for this Dortmund team, I don't know what to really fully expect from them, what they're gonna bring. But obviously, I'm not feeling arrogant. I'm not feeling very confident, but I am feeling relatively confident that we can just get this job done. I know it's a bit far fetched to look ahead to the semi-finals and a potential game against PSG or Bayern Munich, but I feel like that is the target that we're aiming at. Not to say we will definitely beat Dortmund, but we have to beat Dortmund because if you lose to Dortmund, it's not a good look. And I think this team has improved a lot since Al Hilal, who have been knocked out, by the way, by Fluminense somehow. So, for me, I believe that this team has settled in. It does seem like Xabi Alonso has found a system, has found the right players for the system, and if not for Di Gregorio, we would have put 4 or 5 past Juventus. But we need to be more clinical, okay? We need to be more clinical. And defensively, sometimes there are still fragility. We still get caught by maybe playing too high and a ball over the top or a counter attack. Things are still improving. I'm not expecting 100%. Like I've said before, there's always that percentage from day one. Right now, I think we're still at the 75%-ish area. I think there is still quite a big improvement to go. But it's certainly better than what we started off with and what we ended off last season with. And that is positive. Okay, we have seen improvements on a lot of players. Like Vinny Jr., I've seen a big improvement. I've seen Bellingham playing better. And then you see the younger players. By the way, Tchouaméni playing very well. And then you see the younger players like Gonzalo Garcia coming in. The new signings, Dean Huijsen has started off very well. Trent has settled in gradually as well. So for this team, it has been improving and it will definitely get better. So I have faith, I have confidence, not arrogance. I'm not expecting this team to beat Dortmund 5-0. I'm expecting a good performance and we translate that into a good result, which means we win. Okay? That's what I'm expecting. But a quick talk about Borussia Dortmund and their team. They've got a couple of very good players in there. Guirassy, very dangerous striker. I think we have to we have to lock him down, really. They've got Adeyemi. Bellingham won't be playing for them. They've got Jamie Gittens, who is off to Chelsea now. Julian Brandt. They've got Maximilian Bayer, Sabitzer, Pascal Gross. They've got Jan Kotu, Ryerson, Schlotterbeck in the defense, Adeyemi, Emre Can. Kobo is a very good keeper. And many other decent players. They've got Anton as well at the back. And then they've got a couple more very good players. And a very decent squad. But for me, I think they have one stand-up player who will cause a lot of damage, and that's Guirassy. And I think, considering that we are likely to go with a three-back system, and Guirassy is tall, he's physical, he's not the quickest, but his aerial ability, his physical ability is very good. We've got Rudiger and Tchouaméni and even Huijsen. They're all tall, they're all physical, they should be able to handle him quite, not comfortably, but I would say hopefully quite, not easily, but anyways, what I want to say is they should be able to, handle him across 90 minutes. And then, yeah, for the rest of the team, again, right, they've got some creators, they've got pace with Jamie Gittens on the left, so some dangers to watch out, but again, I just feel like this is a game to win. So, as I head into the final stages, which is my starting 11, I have gone with an unchanged 11 for me that I predicted against Juventus. Courtois in goal, Fran Garcia and Trent as the wingbacks. I believe it will be Huijsen, Tchouaméni and Rudiger as the three centre-backs. And then I have gone with Arda Güler and Fede Valverde, with Bellingham slightly ahead of them, and Vini Jr. and possibly Mbappe at striker. It could be Gonzalo Garcia. It sort of depends, because if Mbappe is fit, you expect Mbappe to start, but Gonzalo Garcia has been playing so well. But I don't really think we can bench Mbappe for Gonzalo Garcia, so we just have to make sure that him and Vini Jr. and Bellingham and whoever is playing around them, they work together, they click. We just need to hope for that. We did see some good signs when he came on against Juventus, so I am hoping that that will translate on to this game. And yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about Bellingham and Vini Jr. I believe they are both a yellow card away from suspension against either PSG or Bayern Munich. So we need calmness. We need them to relax, stay calm, because I think they are two very good players. They're two very important players to this team, and I don't want either of them to get a suspension against PSG, possibly, and or even Bayern Munich. So just play football. Don't let it get into your head. Don't be doing stupid, silly things. Don't be going in for fights. Don't be cursing at referees. This is not the day, the game for it. The next game maybe, but not this game. Because I believe in the semi-finals it might reset the yellow card system, which is kind of stupid anyways. But for this game specifically, calm down, okay? Don't let yourself get agitated, and don't let the opponents get into your head, because I'm sure that the defenders for Dortmund will be purposely trying to do things that will get into their heads. So just calm down. So, lastly, score predictions. I'm going to go with a Real Madrid win. I'm going to go Real Madrid 3, Borussia Dortmund 1. I think Guirassy will score for Dortmund, but I don't think that will be quite enough. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!